You also talked about the infrastructure bill a little bit ago. The American Society of Civil Engineers gave the U.S.A. a C-minus infrastructure grade just 2 years ago. What grade would you give our infrastructure now?
Well, the good news is we are improving. The tough thing is it's going to take a while to make up for that backlog. Look, we didn't get to that C-minus level overnight. It's the result of, I would argue, about 40 years of underinvesting in U.S. infrastructure. But for the first time in a long time, it's getting better, not worse, because President Biden's infrastructure legislation is providing the most funding that we've had since before I was born to improve roads and bridges, rail and transit, airports and ports, ferry systems, everything people need to get to where they're going in this country.
All right, but Mr. Secretary, is that a smiley face on that grade, or is that a B-minus, a C? What grade would you give it?
Look, I'm only going to be able to evaluate the projects once they're getting closer to completion. We spent our first year just getting that bill passed, and the second year setting up the programs. Now, in this third year, we're seeing the money moving, the dirt flying, and these projects are starting to get done. And so I think over time, that's going to help America make the grade.
Mr. Buttigieg, I'm going to get off of railways and I want to move over to the air, to the skies there. You've worked to add more protections for air travelers, but we're still seeing thousands of flight delays and cancellations every day in the U.S. If you could wave a magic wand, what would you do to fix the problem tomorrow?
Well, if I actually had a magic wand, I could eliminate the #1 cause of airline cancellations and delays, which is bad weather. But we know that we can't do that. So we're working on everything that is under our control and holding airlines accountable for everything that's under their control. That's what our big push on passenger rights has been about. If you go to flightrights.gov, you can see the enforceable commitments that we have from airlines that we can hold them accountable if they violate in terms of taking care of your expenses, ground transportation, meals, hotels, if you are stuck over something that was their responsibility or their fault. Like I said, the #1 cause of cancellations and delays is weather, but the #2 cause is issues that are under the airline's control. We've been pushing them hard, and I want to be fair to them. They've made a lot of big improvements compared to 1 year ago. The third category is things that are directly under the control of the FAA, and while that's a smaller proportion of the delays and cancellations compared to the weather or the airline issues, we do see a concern in terms of the availability of enough air traffic control staffers, that you have backups if somebody calls in sick or if there's a lot of pressure on a particular region or tower. And in some areas, we're not at the staffing levels that I want us to see. That's why we are pushing hard for more controllers. We're bringing on 1,500 new ones this year, 1,800 next year. If we get the funding we're calling on from Congress. And we're working with Congress right now to pass an FAA reauthorization bill covering the next 5 years that can help with those issues, too. 1,500
this year, 1,800 next year. We would definitely want to ask you about those air traffic controllers. How many do you feel like you need, and where are we most at risk?
I'd like to see us have about 3,000 more than we have right now. Now, just to be clear, that doesn't mean there's empty seats in a tower. But what it does mean is you don't have the kind of buffer, the kind of redundancy that you want to. And people are going to be asked to work on days that they were planning to take off. And that can, even in some circumstances, you know, this is 5–10% of the time, but I'd want it to be 0. There are circumstances where that can even affect the flow of traffic because they have to slow down a little bit because of staffing in a busy area. So this is why we've got to make sure we have not only the funding to hire these controllers, but the resources to train them. This is not a simple thing. You have to train for years, not just to become an air traffic controller in general, but to learn all of the details of the specific airspace that you were assigned to. And we've got to upgrade the technology. We have systems that have built up over many years. Obviously, they're doing a good job because we have an extraordinary safety record in the U.S., but they're not going to keep going on forever. We've got to modernize them and make sure that they get with the times. That does cost money, but we think that is taxpayer money well spent if it contributes to safety and on-time performance in our skies.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.